Welcome, welcome, one and all, friends and strangers, families and guests. Welcome to the Bethlehem Inn. I am Eli Merriman, owner and proprietor. This is my wife Sarah, my daughter Ruth. This is Hannah, my baby.
Oh, Daddy.
Well, you are. And this is Jonathan. The Bethlehem Inn has been in my family now for 3 generations, and one day Jonathan here will carry on the tradition. Right, Jonathan? Oh, sorry, Jonathan. At any rate, we're glad to welcome you all here tonight. To those of you at the end of your travel, trust you've had a safe journey and that your sweet making mothers have arrived, unmolested by thieves and robbers. Unfortunately, as anyone in Bethlehem who took care of business today can tell you, tomorrow you will meet thieves and robbers. The thieves and robbers of the Roman tax office. Caesar has spoken. And we have no choice but to jump. God help us. But that is tomorrow and this is tonight. I only hope you all have enough money left after taxes to pay your bills when you check out. Now, the stables are clean and dry, so you needn't worry about your beast of burden. And as you can see, the court is well stocked with delicious delight, so you needn't worry about going hungry. We have taken great pains to assure you a pleasant stay at what, in my humble opinion, is the finest inn in Bethlehem.
It's the only inn in Bethlehem.
Bite your tongue.
Hi.
Forgive me. There is nothing like a good crew of servants.
Hey, thanks,
And
boss.
that bunch is nothing like a good crew. One with the mouth there, Zach. Say hello, Zach.
Hello, Zach.
And Josh.
Howdy.
And Ben.
I'd like to thank everyone here tonight for this award.
Thank you,
Especially
Ben. And finally, Amos. Amos!
No, not now, Mom.
See the garage? Yes, some might trouble you a moment. Amos is a hard sleeper. I'm afraid it'll take all of us to wake him. So, on the count of 3, you'd all call his name. I think that would do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Here.
Amos!
Yes, sir.
What's the matter?
Just catching 40 winks, sir.
I see. And what does one wink with?
Sir?
What does one wink with?
An eye, sir, I guess?
And eyes have lashes, do they not?
Yes, sir, I guess.
Well then, how would you like 1 lash for every wink?
That would be 40 lashes, sir?
Very good, Amos.
Oh, no, sir, I don't think I would like that at all.
Then I suggest you stay awake and take care of the guests.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir.
It's so hard to try and get help these days. But now, dear friends, to the business at hand, namely a good supper. Rest your feet, tell your tales, eat your fill, relax, and enjoy your meal.
All my trolls have both feet. No, I'm sorry. Yes, it's just a visual. It was, and it was not that. I heard, yes. They know I had got your, they know. He's across from St. Mary's. I think she was I've known he's not a podiatrist. If you have that done, you go through it. When I went have to have a little snow. I don't think I'm gonna do like 4 hours of plow.
Zach, Josh, see what it is and find out what they want.
Yes, sir.
Probably just some beggars. You always get them this time of year. Well, what's taking so long? It's a couple travelers from Nazareth, sir. And do these travelers have names?
Joseph and Mary.
That was a rough trip. They had to travel slow. That's why they're so late getting here.
Oh dear, what happened? Are they hurt? Did they get attacked?
Oh, no, ma'am. It's just that the lady is, well, you know, she's...
Fat?
No!
She's what? Speak up.
She's pregnant!
She is.
She's with child, man.
Boy, is she ever teases.
I get
Anyway, it was a long, hard journey, and they hoped to just pay their taxes in the morning and then start back home. But right now, the lady really needs a place to rest.
I assume you told them we're all filled up for the night.
Not exactly, sir.
What do you mean, not exactly?
It's just that they, well, I mean, she's...
They are exhausted, sir. Can't we just stick them in a corner somewhere?
Yes, Eli, surely there's some place that we can put them.
It's only 2 people.
Well, 2.5.
Put them in a corner somewhere. And pray tell, what corner would you have me put them in? Our room was full. The guest rooms are full. The halls are full. The dining room is full. Even the kitchen is full. So just where do you suggest I find this magic expandable corner?
Well, you just can't turn them away, poor things. The whole city is crammed full. They'd never find a place this late at night.
Don't you think I know that? Of course I know that. Josh, give to Joseph and Mary my apologies. Tell them we have no more room.
But Eli...
Then send them up the street to my cousin Aaron's house. Have them tell Aaron I sent them. If Aaron can't take them in, have them try the widow Solomon's place. I know she sometimes takes some travelers. Tell them I make no guarantees, but that's the best I can do.
Yes, sir.
I apologize for the interruption, but it's been like this for the past month. The city overflowing with people, latecomers, looking for a place to stay. I wish I could accommodate them all, but I can't. Now please, continue your meal and pray that God will lead this unfortunate couple to shelter.
Daddy, look at Bean.
She don't do anything. She has a sister. We're not going to
What again? Zach, Josh, see what it is and tell them to go away.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, if it's not one thing, it's another. The whole city's gone crazy thanks to imperial Roman wisdom. I may go crazy next with all this pounding at my door. That's what doors are for, to keep people out. Hey, hurry it up out there. We don't have all night. You think the Messiah and his angels were out there or something?
It's them.
What?
A couple from Nazareth.
They're back.
Oh, well, what do they want? They know we're all filled up here. You did tell them, didn't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but nobody was home at your cousin Aaron's house.
And the widow Solomon's place, it was taken over by Roman soldiers just this afternoon.
Well, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do.
Isn't there some place we can put them? I mean, after all, she is with child.
Confound it, woman! If your eyes left your head, can't you see? Look around here. There's no more room. Didn't you hear what I said earlier?
Yes, I know. The dining room's full, the guest room's full, the kitchen's full, even the storeroom's full. But Eli, it's late and they're exhausted. And who knows, she could have that baby any time now. You know, if it was your cousin Zelda, you'd find room for her.
But it's not Zelda. It's not even family. Sarah, look. We're packed in here like cattle. Worse than cattle. The animals out back have more room than we do.
But Eli, please, for me, you know I'd be grateful.
Yes, Sarah, I know. Everyone can see how grateful you can be. But where?
Eli,
What?
what about the stables out back?
The stable?
Well, you said there was room, didn't you?
I said there was more room than
And
here.
it's cleaned. You just cleaned it this morning.
Well, yes,
And
but...
it's dry and out of the weather.
But Sarah, I don't think...
Oh, Eli, please.
Well, how can I refuse such a thing? Hey, Sarah, you win. They can stay in the stable.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
But it's only this one night.
Oh, I'm sure by tomorrow there'll be plenty of room in here. Zach, Josh, show the young couple to the stable out back. Move things around a bit if you have to and make sure they're comfortable. And tell them if there's anything that they need, just come and let me know. Oh, I almost forgot. Dear friends, would you mind terribly if a couple of weary travelers from Nazareth shared the stable with your animals? You see, she's with child, and I'm sure they won't be any trouble. You don't mind, do you? Are you sure? Oh, thank you. I can hug you all.
Better not, dear. Let's get back to the town.
Oh, you? Well, what are you two waiting for? Show our guests to the stable.
Yes, ma'am.
My deepest thanks, dear friends, for your patience and understanding in this matter. You have not only saved a couple from a night on the street, a dangerous prospect in these times, so you've also saved me from the wrath of an angry woman, an equally dangerous prospect. Again, my humble thanks for your indulgence. Now please, continue your meal.
I think he's a traveler. I haven't seen him, but it looks like he would be a trucker. When we were in our meeting in the town, I lost dinner that day. Byron Senator. But I haven't seen her. She carries around Joseph. But down there, less than that. Was help in the park, did they? Sharon, Dave,
a dragon out there. A huge, fire-breathing dragon with a tail.
The boy is a girl.
No, sir. It's sort
I
of.
thought so.
It's like
Like a star, sir.
A star?
Yes, sir.
You interrupted our dinner to tell us there are stars in the sky at night? How unusual.
Not just any star, sir. It's
huge!
Fiery!
It has got a tail! Yes, I heard you the first time. Well, where exactly is this star? I know it's in the sky, you idiots. Where in the sky? Is it towards the east? Oh, well, perhaps it's in the north. There are lots of stars in the north, you know. Well, how about the west? The south? Confound it, man. If it's not in the east or the west or the north or the south, there's only one place that it can be, and that is...
it's right overhead, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
You mean right over the Bethlehem Inn?
I'm afraid so, sir. It's huge, sir. And it's got a tail.
It's only a dream. It's only a dream. It's only a dream. It's not a dream!
Eli, what do you suppose it means?
What does it mean? What does it mean? How often does a star just pop out of the sky and hang over someone's house? Not every day, I can tell you that. I mean, well, what do the neighbors think? Oh, look, dear, the Merrimans have a huge star over their house. Isn't that great? I hardly think so.
Oh, don't be silly. Martha would never.
Martha? That busybody go complaining straight to her poor husband, screaming, Howard! Howard! The Merrimans have a star over their house! I want one too!
For Pete's sakes, why such a big fuss over a star? I kind of like the idea myself.
Why such a big fuss? Why? Well, I'll tell you why it's such a big fuss. Do you know what that star is, Sarah? Huh? Do you? That star is the finger of God. That's right, Sarah, the finger of God. And do you know where the finger of God is pointing this very moment? Right against Sarah, right at the Bethlehem Inn. Now, do you still kind of like the idea?
Oh, I don't know. It's not as
Do
if...
you understand, Sarah? God is pointing at us. We're doomed, lost, ruined. Woo! Oh, I knew I should have sacrificed another sheep. I just knew it. God is for sure.
Why does it have to mean something bad?
I wonder how it'll happen. A star could fall on us, then crush us, and burn us to cinders. Or a whirlwind. A whirlwind could fly down and suck us off the face of the earth forever. Or maybe there'd be a great earthquake, and the ground would crack open and swallow us up.
Now, Eli, I really don't think that...
One sheep. One lousy sheep.
Not really, Eli. You're getting yourself all worked up over nothing.
What?
Well, why does it have to mean something bad?
Why? Why, because it does. That's why. When God points at you, you know you've been pointed at. He hangs a star over your head and says, this is it, pal.
Maybe could he also hang a star overhead and say, I've got something special for you.
Are you serious?
Well, of course I'm serious. Maybe he's going to do some kind of a miracle here.
Sarah, that star is hanging right over our heads.
Not exactly, sir.
What?
The star is not exactly over our heads.
It's not.
No, sir.
Then where is it?
It's sort of,
The stable?
yes, sir.
Maybe God is going to take the sheep himself. Well, he is pointing at the stable. I'd much rather lose the sheep than my life. So I guess we can all relax. We're not in any immediate danger. Still, this has been a very unusual night, and even stranger things could happen before morning.
Dragging out here.
Scared the squeeze out. over there and he's got a pool here. The smaller things, like, I don't know, something. Pepper shakers did, but some of the smaller came in, oh, some good fancier ones. Well, I don't know who it's Graham or somebody gave me 2 or 3 pieces. And I traveled, we've been picking them up at garage sales. Now I've got them. Top. You can get it. Yeah, we got just carried away. Because I have a couple of them on my, because I had them before. But now the sugar and the creamer, I
Ben? Ben,
Nice to know. Yes, sir.
didn't you say that that star was hanging right over our stable?
As near as we can tell, ma'am.
Eli, that couple from Nazareth, Mary?
What about them?
Oh, I hope they're okay. I mean, after
They'll
all.
be just fine, dear. That is, as long as it's not near my sheep when God takes it.
About your sheep, those two must be scared half to death out there.
Oh, all right. To make you feel any better, I'll send Ben and Amos around to see if they're okay. Ben, Amos,
Yes, sir.
run around back to the stable and see how our guests are doing. Tell them there's nothing to worry about, and to stay away from my sheep.
Eli.
Yes, sir.
There now, Sarah, just relax. Everything's going to be just fine.
I hope so.
Ben and Amos will be back in a couple of minutes to tell us that Mary's asleep on the straw and that Joseph's stretched out on the floor snoring his nose off. You'll see.
Maybe. I just hope they're not having any trouble.
What trouble? It's late. What could happen? Well,
Trouble, sir.
What? Oh, I knew it. I knew something was wrong.
don't get hysterical. What kind of trouble?
Oh,
There are a bunch of men gathered around the stable, sir.
What are they doing?
I don't know. We couldn't tell.
It looked like they were peeking in the windows or something.
How many of them are there?
10 or a dozen, sir.
They could have weapons, but we didn't get close enough to find out.
Eli, was there robbers come to steal the animals?
God, if you want your sheep, you better get it now.
Eli, the gamblers, if they find them in there, they'll kill them.
What? No one harms any guest of mine. Zach, Josh, Amos, Ben, get your weapons and go protect the stable.
But so we're way outnumbered, isn't
You heard me? Now get going.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but it seems we have some prowlers on the property. I just have 4 of my finest security guards to take care. These men are brave and well trained, so I can assure you that we're in no danger whatsoever. If, however, by chance you break in here, it's every man for himself. Well, I do hope you're enjoying your meal. As you will see, there are plenty of desserts here to tickle your sweet tooth, so please eat up and enjoy.
She still thinks he gets it like this. Respect him.
I just had a birthday last night. Tiny too. I don't hear anything about the family or anything. So I know that she's been living down in the area for a long time. Well, Brandy's
Well, I've got one.
There now. That'll get you to try to rob the Bethlehem Inn.
So, back already, men. Well done, well done. Now, what have we here?
We're servants, sir, and we were...
You be quiet, or I'll have him knock your teeth.
So, Zach, tell us about it.
Well, it's like this. These thieves here were looking in the stable windows. They were just ready to break in, and we snuck up on them and surprised them real quick.
Yeah, they were hard and fierce fighters, but we were brave. We even managed through our superior skill to capture their leaders.
And what happened to the others?
Oh, well, they're knocked out in the bar yet.
Oh? Ben, is this true?
Sir, yes, sir.
I see. Gentlemen, do you think me a fool? The truth. I want the truth.
Sir?
Neither your clothes nor theirs are torn. I see no cuts or bruises or blood. No signs at all of a fierce struggle, as you say. I don't even see your weapons. So tell me, who are these men and what really happened?
Well, sir, it's like this. We,
Never mind. You there. What's your name?
Nathan, sir, and I'm a shepherd, not a thief.
And who is this with you?
This is my sister Rachel. She's a shepherd, too.
Would you please tell me what's going on and what you're doing snooping around our stable at this hour of the night?
Gladly, sir, but first, would you mind having your brave soldiers untied? I assure you, we are quite harmless.
Zach, Ben,
Thank you.
now then, you were saying,
It's going to sound kind of weird.
I'm listening.
Okay. Do you know you have a star over your stable?
Yes, I know. You firing it has a tail. What of it?
That's how we knew, sir.
Knew what?
Well, where to look?
Look for what? Will someone please tell me what this is all about?
We were on the hill, sir, just outside of town. Me and Rachel and our brothers and a couple of cousins. We had the sheep down for the night, and a couple of us were keeping watch, and the rest of us were sitting around the fire. And that's when Rachel and I got our blankets and stretched out.
Oh, you should have seen the stars. Not your stars, sir. Just the stars in general. They were so big and bright, it felt like you could just reach out and touch them.
It was beautiful. We see the night sky all the time, but it's never quite like this.
And suddenly, I noticed the stars were starting to move. And they were getting brighter and brighter. And soon, the whole sky was covered with a bright, shimmering light.
It was unreal.
Unreal. I was freaked out. All I could do was sit there and stare at the sky with my mouth open. And when I glanced around at everyone, they were all sitting there staring at the sky with their mouths open too.
That's when we heard the voice.
The voice?
The voice!
What did it say?
It said, I've got some good news for you and for the whole world. Tonight in the town of Bethlehem, a baby's been born, and that baby's Christ, the Messiah.
And this is how you'll know him. You'll find him wrapped in a piece of cloth and lying in a feed box.
That's when the singing started.
Louder and louder and louder.
Glory to God and peace on earth. Glory to God and peace on earth. It was incredible.
And then it faded, and the light dimmed, and soon there were just the stars and the sky, and the campfire and the sheep.
And 10 people sitting around with their mouths open.
Well, at first I thought it was just a dream. Then we started talking, and I realized that what we either 10 people had the same dream, or what we had seen and heard was real.
That's when we saw your star.
My star?
The star over your stable.
We decided that would be a good place to start looking.
Why not?
So we left the campfire and the sheep on the hillside and hurried into town. When we got to the stable, the star was still there in the sky, shining brighter than ever.
And when we looked in, do you know what we saw?
What?
A baby!
Wrapped in a piece of cloth.
And lying in the feed box.
Eli, she had her baby. Mary had her baby. Oh, tell me, are they all right?
Yes, ma'am,
Oh.
they're fine. We all crowded around the window and watched for a while, but it's not like we were peeping Toms or anything. They knew we were there.
The guy even waved at us.
Well, Rachel and I couldn't see too well, so we went around the corner to another window to get a better view.
That's when these guys jumped up from behind the woodpile, grabbed us, tied us up, and dragged us in.
Doesn't sound like you had much of a chance. 2 unarmed shepherds and with 5 fierce warriors.
Well, sir,
I assume then that your friends are not all all knocked unconscious in the barnyard?
No, sir, but they might get a bit concerned when they notice we're gone.
Eli, I have a wonderful idea. If what they say is true, if they really did see angels, and if this baby really is a Messiah, then this is a very special night indeed. Let's all go out to the stable and maybe we can see the baby.
What? You mean the guests and everyone leave the inn, walk outside, and look at a baby?
Well, I just thought that...
Now, don't get all upset. It is a wonderful idea. Dear guests, I know some of you are still finishing your meals, but this is such a special occasion. I mean, the Messiah has come. After all these years of waiting and wondering, he's finally come. Oh, I know we all expected the sky to break open and a warrior in a fiery chariot to burst in and straighten things out for us, but who are we to question the wisdom of heaven? So, we have a baby. So, we have to wait a few years for our Messiah to grow up. Maybe it's better this way. Now he'll get to know us, and we'll get to know him. He'll be one of us. What a marvelous idea. The Messiah, not only a prince from the very throne of heaven, but our own flesh and blood as well. Now, I know it's cold out, and I know you have to fuss with coats and scarves, and I know some of you will have to leave your food, but won't it be worth it to see for yourselves? Of course it will. So up everyone. Let's go see our baby Messiah. Meet me at the door out there, and I and my servant will lead the way to the stable.
Special dinner. Have order first, they have dinner, and then they have stuff. They do. Oh. I got them there. I just want to go into the dark
Dear friends, the hour is growing late, and I already see some eyes are heavy with sleep. I trust you have all enjoyed your dinners in spite of many interruptions, but what a night it has been. The travelers, the star, the shepherds, the baby, the Messiah. Who would have believed it if we hadn't seen him with our own eyes? But it's true, it happened, didn't it? The Messiah is born, and we have seen him.
But what do we do now, sir?
Now we wait. Wait to see what God will do with this baby Messiah. As for what remains of tonight, now we rest. On behalf of my family, my staff, and myself, I'd sincerely like to thank each one of you for coming to the Bethlehem Inn. I trust you will find your sleeping accommodation satisfactory. And let me just remind you of the rules. No more than 6 people to a bed. Those sleeping on the floor must space themselves as to be easily stepped over. Chamber pots are not to be emptied out the windows. There's to be no loud shouting or singing before sunrise. So, if there are no questions, let us stand and pray. Good and true and lovely. We praise your holy name and give you thanks for the miracle of this night. We know that you are our God and that we are your people. For tonight we have seen your hand at work in our very midst. We thank you for the Messiah, Jesus, so small now, yet one who we know will grow to be our Savior. Take our hearts and mold them in preparation of that coming day when your kingdom is finally ushered in and the kingdoms of the world bow down before you as Lord. Make us worthy witnesses to what we have seen and heard this night. Enable us to proclaim boldly, joyfully, triumphantly that Jesus the Messiah is here. Be with us each through the remainder of this night, that we might rise to a new day and serve you faithfully. Amen. Thank you, dear friends, and good night.